Alright guys, once again, I rambled too much and I wanted to change up my location. So I filmed it already and it was way too rambly and long. So I'm changing it up again. So anyway, hey guys, good morning. It's currently 6:21 a.m. I got my water here. My mom's dealing with my breakfast for me. Thank you, mother. And yeah, I totally rambled on about one subject and forgot to mention other little ones that I wanted to address and talk about. One, thank you guys for 10K. I'm already at let's check. I never even know anymore. I'm almost not at 11. I'm almost at 10,600. Actually, I am almost at 1,100, 11,000. Oh my god, this is so weird. Yeah, I'm at 10,620 already, and I hit 10,000 2 nights ago, and it's just crazy to me. Thank you guys so much. I can't thank you guys enough. I wanted to do a huge 10K video, and I wasn't expecting it to come this soon, so I haven't planned it really out yet, but I'll try to get that done. And I can't think of the other little subjects, but one, I have a pimple on my lip, on my upper lip. I put on concealer today because I had a lot of red spots, but I can't really do anything about that. It's really annoying. Also, I had a really restless night of sleep for some reason. My bed was completely destroyed this morning. I was running a little late this morning. I was kind of rushing a little bit because I was I had to fully make my bed, completely redo it because it was all messed up, and I don't know why, and I won't move on with my day unless my bed is made. So yeah, that's weird. But last night I felt so good because I got all my editing and homework done before 9:30. So I was like, what do I do? You know what? I'm just gonna go to bed, So I think I fell asleep by 10:30 because you guys know it takes me a long time to fall asleep. But I think I fell asleep by 10:30, which is pretty good for me. I'm still exhausted now, probably because I'm wearing this, by the way, because I am freezing. It is freezing outside, literally almost actually freezing. I'm pretty sure it's 36 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 2.2 degrees Celsius if you're international. I'm trying to be considerate of you. I don't know why us Americans just has to use some random systems when the rest of the world doesn't. America's weird. But OOTD jumpsuit, basic maroon burgundy jumpsuit from Target. But I had to put this on because I was freezing. This is also from Target. It's also so soft. It's warm-ish, but I'm still freezing through it. But I feel like I would freeze through anything because it's so cold, and I'm so sensitive to the cold. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all I wanted to talk about. So yeah, if you guys want to feel really, really euphoric, then first of all, finish all your work before a certain time, and then you'll feel like, oh, I could just go to bed early tonight. Also, I got party planning updates. I feel like I'm gonna end this on a negative note. You know what? Let's end it on a positive note. Let's talk about the negative stuff right now. Basically, so at homecoming, there was this kid who kept following me around, touching my arms, driving me nuts, and I did my best to avoid him. Eventually, I got away from him, and I don't think I saw him again after that, and I was happy. I kind of got lost. I lost from him in the crowd with my friends and got away from him, and I felt free, and I felt pretty good. And then, of course, I would see him at school yesterday, and he sits with the girl I used to sit with that I'm no longer friends with, which I don't really care. It's fine. She can live her life. I'll live mine. So this guy sits with her, and I sit with my friends who I try to talk to and talk to, but he came over to and sat next to me, and the other two girls at the table they can't stand him either, and we all felt super uncomfortable. He scooched super close next to me because our table has 4 little benches, and he was sitting at the one I was sitting at, and it was really close, and he's huge, and and my bag was on one of the other seats because there was no one else sitting there. He pushed it off the seat, and then he kept touching me again. I said, dude, go away. And he and then he just started insulting me, calling me short and fat, and that's why I can't get a boyfriend. And this guy happens to be gay himself, and he was just making me feel so uncomfortable and violated. So I went to English. Well, we wound up going to the library to get away from the cafeteria, to get away from him. And oh, I forgot to mention, I asked him, why don't you go sit with her like you normally do? And he goes, oh, I shoved the table at her so she doesn't want to be friends with me anymore. I was like, dude, don't come to me with that problem. Go away. I don't want to be near you. So I just left, and I went to English after that, which he happens to be in my English class. He goes, Zoe, you talking to me right now? I was like, I'm not talking to you right now. He goes, why can't you take an insult? I was like, go away, I don't want to talk to you. But then I turn around, there's somebody's stuff in my seat, and then this bitch goes, oh yeah, your seat was moved. And I was like, excuse me, when? And they're like, on Friday, which I was not there. I was getting another mental health evaluation and check-in, so I didn't happen to be in English class that day. And I get so frustrated when people change things in my life without without telling me first. You have to tell me first or I will go crazy. I'm trying not to go crazy with stupid little changes like that, but they moved my seat to the back where I can't see anything because I'm super short and there's a super tall guy in front of me, which is really helpful, and I don't sit like next to my friend any longer who now has to sit next to some annoying bitch. So I feel bad for her and I feel bad for myself, and I was really annoyed. So I was like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom to kind of collect my thoughts because the bathroom was right next to my English room and there was a flood in there, so I couldn't really go in there. I couldn't even go to the bathroom in there because there was water everywhere. And then I asked my teacher to go to guidance. I didn't think it was gonna be that long, so I didn't take my stuff, but I went to guidance and I talked it out with her. I waited in the waiting room for a while with this girl who was only going there to get out of gym class. It was quite entertaining, not gonna lie, but she was like, oh yeah, I'm upset, but no, she just tried to get out of gym class. We figured that out, but anyway, I didn't. I was just sitting there watching it all. But eventually I got into my guidance counselor. I talked to her about this. She goes, first of all, this kid has gotten in fights with people in the past. Like, he got in a fight with somebody else in my English class in English class, and I was like, yeah, that's one of those guys is the guy I was talking about. And he goes, yeah, he's new to the district and he's already gotten in fights with a bunch of people. So I was like, yeah, that's a problem. So he's gonna get some consequences, which is good, which makes me feel better actually. And I talked to her about the English sheet thing and she said she would help me figure that out too, and then she just talked to my teacher about that. So yeah, but it kind of does end positively because I did something about it. I wasn't just gonna sit there and let it all happen. I was gonna talk to my guidance counselor about it, even though I didn't even think of that. I texted my mom, what do I do? And she suggested I go there, so I did. And so I felt better. I felt like I did something about it. This needed to be dealt with. All of this needed to be dealt with. I know I wasn't okay with any of it. So, okay, one last quick little thing and then I'm gonna go eat my breakfast is the party planning update. I asked people, I was like, hit me up with like suggestions for food and music and activities to do because I'm not exactly sure yet. The basement definitely needs to be cleaned and decorated some more, so I'll definitely be filming a party planning and update, like, whole video about that. But the invitations went out yesterday. Plenty of people said yes. I'm pretty excited for this, and that a positive notes, and most of this was positive, just that one little vent in the middle of the session. I'm calling this a session now, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little ramble again like always. But yeah, I'm gonna go eat now. First, don't ask why I'm in my pajamas. I just wanted to change. But anyway, okay, this is gonna be an epic vent vlog. Like, you know, I was feeling pretty good this morning. I've had the worst day at school. Like, it's been awful. I mean, it's been fine socially. Like, everyone agrees with me with the problem that I'm having. But I had a couple problems that happened today. First, let's start with the stupid thing. And by the way, like on weekends, especially Fridays and Saturdays, I actually do shit. And Monday through Thursday is going to be vent vlogs. Get used to it. And this pimple looks so bad. I'm sorry. It looks awful. My skin is terrible. Anyway, I just published my homecoming vlog, but by the way, everyone was really excited about that one. So if you haven't watched it already, go watch it. Go see some of my girls and all that stuff. But anyway, I start with a stupid thing. In French class, I don't know what happened to my body, but I was just doing my work like normal and I kept sneezing. Like, I could not stop sneezing. I was sneezing after sneeze, and everyone started staring at me. At first it was like laughing and jokes, and then I just kept doing it, and then I didn't have a problem with it really, but my teacher was getting really pissed off at me. She was like, I have to cover this up, it's like distracting me. She was like, Zoe, this is becoming a distraction. I would like to sign your pass to the nurse now. And so I was sent to the nurse because I couldn't stop sneezing, even though I felt fine. I just couldn't stop sneezing. I don't know why. And there was nothing wrong with me. But anyway, you know, it. But as soon as I got back to the classroom, my teacher gets a call from the office for me. So I went down to the office, and the first thing we talked about was the thing I talked about this morning with this guy bothering me, which, let's skip ahead to English. He bothered me again, was all up my ass, going, Zoe, I need to talk to you. Why are you starting drama? Blah, 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 blah. You're causing so many problems unnecessarily. Like, he didn't even use those kind of words because he's stupid, but he was giving me shit, and that's what I told my guidance counselor. I was like, if you get him involved with the principal, then he's gonna give me crap for it. He's gonna give me shit for it, and I don't want that. It's gonna cause even more problems, and I don't need that. And she goes, don't worry, if he talks to you again, tell the freshman principal, and she will make sure that he suffers the consequences, because he's not supposed to be talking to me because I was so worried about this. But he did it anyway, and he was up my ass again. So we're gonna get that taken care of. And the second thing that she wanted to talk to me about was she opened her computer, and what was on her screen? My video that was filmed on Friday that's deleted now, and I'll get to that. But it was filmed on Friday, and Ainsley was in it, and you might know her as the gray shirt bitch. We were all making fun of it so much that she was getting like hate comments about her acting like a bitch, but she did. I'm just kidding. But she and I are, after this happened, we've gotten a lot closer, if I would say so myself. But I don't know about her, but I think she would agree with me that after making these jokes and these hate comments, and after what I'm about to tell you, we've grown a little bit closer, which is, I guess, a good thing. And something good did come out of this, but I still think it's I'm sorry for that word, but it's just so stupid. But anyway, let's get to the actual thing. She was watching my video. She goes, "Oh, I see that you post videos." I was like, "Yeah." And she goes, "I need you to take this down now." And I was like, "What?" She goes, "You're not allowed to film in school at all." And I was like, okay. She goes, "Yeah, there's like background people and you didn't get their consent to film and blah, blah, blah. You can't show anything relating to our school on YouTube." And I was like, first of all, the school has a YouTube channel. And so does the middle school, and so does the elementary school. I don't get that. But anyway, aside from that, she was like, "Yeah, you cannot film at all if there's any chance of any background people." I was like, I mean, I came up with like much better. Actually, I didn't. I would give credit to the people that did, because I've talked to people about this, especially because Ainsley also got in trouble and got called down to the office for this. And we talked about this. We talked about like how stupid it was and like the arguments against it. Like any place that a vlogger is going to go, there's going to be people in the background. Like you can't avoid that. You can't just go around asking every single person in the area you're in, like, "Oh, do you mind if I film here?" Like no, I'm not gonna just go up to a stranger, obviously, and go shove a camera in their face and post it on the internet. I would never do that. I always ask people before I film them, but there's going to be background people. That's just the way it is. I don't get that either. Also, why is it okay for people to go on Snapchat and Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and all these other social media platforms and take pictures and videos, and they're allowed to post those, no problem, but when I make a YouTube video, then it's a problem? That doesn't make any sense to me. But what I said to her was like, I didn't know that there was anything wrong with it. I didn't know it was a problem. I didn't know it was against the rules. Like, I just said I didn't know, and sometimes I don't always have control over the camera. Sometimes people take my camera and I'm okay with it. As long as I give it back and don't break it, I don't really care. So it's not like I always have control over that, which I've gotten some comments saying that people want me to only be in control of it. But anyway, that's just a side thing. But she was like, "Oh yeah, I saw it was Ainsley." I was like, I don't want her to get in trouble. Like, that's literally what I said. And she goes, oh, well, I already know that she was the one with your camera, so she's going to get in trouble, basically, is what she said. So she got in trouble too, and she said basically the same thing to Ainsley, and she like yelled. She was like so mad. So she starts out by feeling bad for me about this guy that was bothering me, and then she starts yelling at me, and she didn't exactly yell at me, but she scolded me and was mean about it, and I felt so uncomfortable, and I hated it. So I was having that problem, and because Ainsley got in trouble for it, she's a little bit higher in social status than me. That's just the way it is. So she has a lot of friends, so she was telling everybody about it, and then the rest of the day people were coming up to me going, "Oh, did you hear what happened to Ainsley? Did it happen to you too?" Like, there was rumors that I got suspended. I didn't get suspended. I didn't exactly get in trouble. I just got scolded. And she said that, by the way, I posted like most of this on my Snapchat, but I said I would be talking more in depth in it in a video. But you guys need to be following me on Snapchat and Instagram, because I always post, mostly Snapchat, I post little mini events, and then this is like the in-depth version. So if you want to see a sneak peek, I also just post on Snapchat a lot, but that's a side thing. Go follow me. Shameless self-promo, as all the YouTubers say. But anyway, I'm just trying to feel a little bit more positive about this situation, because it's a very negative situation. And everyone was coming up to me like saying like, "What happened? Did you get in trouble too?" I was like, yeah, I got scolded. I definitely got in trouble a little bit, but I really don't care, because like everyone agrees with me and Ainsley that it's stupid, and there's so many arguments against their position. So I'm not going to just completely defy them and just start showing a camera everywhere at school. I'm not gonna do that, but like I think it's dumb. And I was like, do you think I could like film like when it's just me and another person or a couple people that want to be in the video and there's no one else around? She goes, only if there's a 100% chance of no background people. And I was just like, all right, but she was like, no, I would just like just stay away from it and avoid it completely. I would just not do it at all. And she was like, you have to delete this video right now. And I was like, okay. She goes, yeah, you're not leaving until you delete this video and you show me you deleting it. And I was like, all right. So I had to delete the video. So sorry about that, guys, but it was nothing I could have controlled. So I thought the beginning part of it was like useful. She was like, you can like edit that. And I was just like, yeah, thanks. But she's like, you're not allowed to film in school. Like, you're not permitted to do that. And I was like, all right, I didn't think it was a problem, but all right then. So yeah, I'm gonna stop venting now. I've been venting for almost 10 minutes and I need to get my homework done. So bye, guys. Actually, by the way, don't mind this, but I wanted to vent about one more thing, in the fact that I've been called fat 3 times in the past 2 days, which is ridiculous to me. First of all, somebody who struggled, not anymore, with 2 different kinds of eating disorders at different times because I thought I was fat. I'm not even 90 pounds yet. I'm not even 5 foot yet. And I have insecurity problems, I have anxiety, I have depression. I'm super sensitive when it comes to everything, like physically and mentally, and I'm being called fat by losers. I'm not letting it bother me, but I just think it's ridiculous. Like me of all people, like I'm not trying to be conceited and saying like I have the perfect body. Trust me, guys, I hate my body, but you know, that is what it is. But I'm definitely not fat. I know that because like, do I look fat to you? Like, and this is like loose and baggy too. Like I'm not fat. So I think I'm just trying to tell this to you guys, because I'm trying to tell you, don't do that to other people. Don't call people fat. Even if they are overweight or obese, you shouldn't call them fat. You should say like, I care about you and I wish you were healthier and I want to help you become healthier so that you don't, you know, die young or have serious health problems that put you in agony. You know, try to think of it in an optimistic way. Like, let's get you healthier, not you're fat. Like, don't do it to people who are fat, and don't do it to people who are clearly not, if that makes sense. So yeah, I just wanted to ramble about that real quick too. Alright, hey guys, oh my god. It's 9:17 right now. Long time no vlog, but basically I have been editing, like kind of chill editing, kind of relaxing. I don't think I had really any homework tonight other than to do some reading, which I finished. But I was just using this time to relax. I really needed it. I had a really rough day. So I've been chill editing and relaxing and talking to my friends and, you know, planning out my summer, how I need to save up, because I might go to, you know, I'm definitely going to Vegas and LA, and I might go to Australia now. Like, let's keep our fingers crossed, and go to, of course, Philly and New York with my Australian friend, maybe. So I hope this all works out, but I've just been really happy right now chatting with her, and we might FaceTime tomorrow. Right now it's 9:18 p.m. for me and 9:18 a.m. for her, so she's 12 hours ahead of me. So like, she gets home like around 8:15 a.m. for her, and that's 8:15 p.m. for me. So I guess that would be that would work out pretty nicely. So we're gonna FaceTime tomorrow, possibly, maybe, hopefully. So yeah, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I have to report back to you. So I'm just gonna end today's video here. If you'd like to give it a big thumbs up, make sure you hit that subscribe button and share this video and my channel to those of you who think might be interested. And leave me comments down below. The comment of the day will be, what social medias do you have? I'm just wondering, do you have like Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, MySpace? Who uses that anymore? Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Love you. Bye.